Yo, what's up guys? Mark from Wandering Souls. Yes, my ugly face. I think you rather see some live material, but hey. Yeah, just wanted to do a review and decided to edit some live footages from these bands. Next to this review I'm gonna do. I went to Hedon Zwaar Nieuw Jaar 2020, first gig in this new year, this new decade. In my hometown, seeing 7 bands. First band started to play at 7 p.m. Yeah, got 7 bands divided over 2 stages, a little stage and a pretty big stage. The first band that started on the little stage was Terra Down. Dutch bands, I think they're from Breda, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah, what we get a bit of a mixture of melodic death metal and some groovy metal. Interesting bands, we have some nice guitar riffing going on here and there. Although while the gig was going further, I noticed that my interest in these bands was flowing away a bit. Not that I hated what I heard, but I watched the whole gig, but at a certain point I had the feeling in my mind that I had to go somewhere else. Although I saw the bands grow on the stage at that time. They were playing, the longer they played, the more enthusiastic they became to get public in some kind of movement, but I think they are not really succeeded in my opinion. Although there were some headbangers in the front, but yeah. Anyways, yeah, pretty interesting riffs, like I said, some nice guitar solos going on, although they were not flawless, I have to say, but yeah, they did pretty well. Yeah, the band, like I said, the band was not really my cup of tea. There was some interesting parts that reminded me a bit of old In Flames. Those were the interesting parts for me, and the rest I thought, well, it's decent, but I heard many times way better. But yeah, this band is not a long existing band, so I forgive them for that. Maybe they will grow on into becoming better and better and better. I think that's the the purpose of a band, getting better in what they do. So yeah, maybe that will come. Anyways, they're gonna release a new first album, first debut album. He said, well, it's the first album or it's a debut album, not the first debut album. Why? There's the second debut album? No, one. This debut album that will be released this year. But yeah, we'll see what it brings. If the songs were more developed than they were now. They played a new song live. It was not bad, I have to say. But yeah, like I said, I'm not really in that corner of metal that I like what I heard, but it's not my cup of tea really. Like I said, it's not bad. So I going to wonder how they will develop more in the future. Perform-wise, it did pretty well. The singer really tried to connect with the audience, so that's a really good thing. I think it's also a job of the singer to get more interaction with the crowd. I see sometimes bands perform and not talk at all. I think, yeah, well, it's your fans there. I know if you want to reach a certain atmosphere, but sometimes you have to connect with an audience to get more response to your gig, but that's my opinion. Anyways, over to the next band in the main stage, on the big stage. It was Ronte, a band from Parma, Italy. Never heard of these guys, but it was interesting, at least what they performed on the stage. The stage performance was pretty interesting. with the mystical things, backdrops, and the candle flames. Made a sort of altar there, and yeah, it looks pretty interesting. Started playing. It was not really the thing I would have expected. With the place looked like this, I always thought it would be a black metal band or something. No, that's not the case. Then you would think, oh, it's like something like Batushka or something. No, it's way different. It's more like, how do you say it? A mixture of doom metal, heavy metal. Think like bands like Black Sabbath and things like that. Something in that vein. Pentagram, Saint Vitus. Yeah, also spotted a similarity to Ghost in there, although only musical wise. The looks of the band were totally different, of course, but it was not really bad. The singer could sing clean pretty well, but also had a sort of more raw voice in there. And so chanting, it's really interesting to hear. But yeah, band is basically pretty long. They do what they do, and I think they are liking what they are doing, but yeah, really connect not with me either. I think yeah, it kind of bored me a bit after a while. Not there, like I said, they do what they do, but I miss some more variation in the set list. Yeah, maybe some faster songs or more other kind of riffs that would connect you to more to the songs, to their set. I think what they're doing was almost every song the same. Not that I want to complain or something, but yeah, there was not a thing that would connect to me like, hey, that's it I want to go for, or that piqued my interest again, because halfway the set I got a bit bored actually. Like I said, I don't want to make you, I don't know how to call that, but yeah, it didn't really connect again me to stuff, and yeah, that was a bit weird to see. Anyways, yeah, it was not bad, but the singer was good, but yeah, I expected something different from this band. That's probably my opinion. Yeah, it was not bad, but hey, maybe next time you'll surprise me with something and say, hey, that's what I want to see or want to hear. Definitely will check out some more stuff because this band has released a couple of albums, so I have to more get into this band to know what they're all about. There's a lot of occultism and stuff like that in the lyrics, I think, but yeah, I just want to know more about this band, actually really get my real good opinion, because this performance didn't really do that for me. So over to another band on the other stage, on the small stage. There was a band called Inquisitor, a Dutch band, a thrash metal band, and the thrash, in my opinion, is a bit only on the guitar side. Why? Because the songs were so fucking fast. It could even be death metal or grindcore. So that's, and they were keep going and going and going. Yeah. The singer was connected to the people quite a lot. I like the enthusiasm of the singer, but his vocals were not my cup of tea. I heard this band before, I think was it on Stonehenge or something, I don't know, but I really like the aggression, I like the dark side of the lyrics, but yeah, the singer is not really, I'd rather have than, if the music is so fast, give me a growl or literally black metal screams or something, not something that is in singing and screaming and yelling and Yeah, I don't know. It's not, the music is like too fast for thrash metal for that kind of vocals. If the music would be a bit slower, then probably it would fit more to the music than it does now. Like I said, the music is so fast. It's like blast beating through thrash metal, and has some really crazy vocals over it. I don't know. It has something mystical, of course, but with the raw sound and the lyrics and yeah, the anti-religion stuff. But yeah, the performance as well as a whole was not bad. But yeah, like I said, I'd rather hear some other bands what they were playing that day. Next up, Shamash from Switzerland. Yeah, what can I say, guys? Really atmospheric black metal, avant-garde-ish way. Really good stuff. Although I think this is a band I rather hear back home, listening to a CD in a relaxed mood and hear some really atmospheric stuff, then I want to see live. I have to say, not as a really bad live. It's really good. There's a great vibe. They play very well. The stage performance is interesting with the ropes and yeah, it looks interesting. It has a nice atmosphere like Batushka should have. Only then without the candles and blah blah blah. They have more like a backdrop and their special clothing. Yeah, but overall there has the same vibe, although the music is of course not really the same. A lot of people were standing next to me were talking about this similarity of those two bands, and I can understand where it's coming from, although I think the music is not really the same. Although I like the really quiet parts matching with the really fast blast beats, really interesting, and they had some clean throat singing as well in there. And there is yeah, some similarities in Batushka, like people would say, but I think the voices of Batushka are more clean, are more like a choir for a church or something, like an Orthodox church, and not like the vocals this band has. So there's I see the similarity, but it's not really the same. Like I said, it's an amazing performance. But yeah, I'd rather have to play CD than see the band live, because I miss some fire to get some movement in here. It's more a band like listening to and not really, yeah, how can you say it, more, or yeah, you could headbang to it, that's of course a thing, but yeah, there was not really much. There were some headbangers, but that was it. There was no really mosh pit or whatever. Not I think there had to be a mosh pit, but yeah, people that were there were different than the standard metal public. It's maybe a dangerous way to say that, but there were more people that there were more watching people than going into a mosh pit. Let's put it that way, because there were metalheads. But anyways, it's something different, of course. But yeah, pretty interesting band to see live. But like I said, I prefer a home situation to listen to this band. But maybe they will change in the future, you never know. Anyways, interesting watch, but yeah, I don't know. Over to the next band in the on the little stage. That was Demonia, and it's a band from Luxembourg. There are not many bands that come from there. There seems to be the little scene there, but not really bands coming in front and like to the bigger audience. this band really exists since 1994, so this band has a lot of experience, and you can see it on the stage, especially the guitar player and the singer. They really were interacting with the public way they performed. You can definitely see they had some experience. Musical wise, I think it's more old school death metal, only then a little more mid-tempo and melodic on sides, but not that they're melodic death metal, but guitar wise reminded really of the small bands you had back then, from Dutch scene, but also some Swedish scene a bit. The sound is not, it has a distinct guitar sound, but I really can. The riffs were very interesting, I have to say. The music was more mid-paced and double kick bass, bass drum. Yeah, but it's interesting, but never took off in my opinion. That's because I think there are not a lot of tempo changes in the songs. If you had a faster song or a very slower song, definitely get more diversity in the sets. Most of all, it's more mid-tempo and the double bass, and then with the only interesting things that make me track to this band is the way the guitar was played. Vocal-wise, not bad. Standard grunts, and here and there some screams, also some backing vocals from the guitar player. Nice interaction with the crowd. They really was a band that got people more into the sets, and it was interesting to see. Like I said, they didn't disappoint me. This is one of the first bands that I really thought, hey, this can be something, but with that kind of experience, I expected a bit more, I have to say. But maybe it's just the way they want to play, and yeah, like I said, if there were more a faster song or a more doomy song or whatever, they will get more variation in the set. Maybe that is a thing they can experiment with. I don't know. They have 4 albums out, so there must be more material than what they have played today. But we'll see. Like I said, the lyrics were interesting, and yeah, I kept watching, so it's a good sign. So yeah, let me know if guys got more gigs in the future in the area, or whatever, or a new album or something. I think their last album they released was last year. So this band is not really fast with making albums. Like this album they did 8 years, and the album before 9 years. They're not really fast releasing albums, so it could take a while if they release a new album, but we'll see. Anyways, interesting band, but not the band of the day. Anyways, over to the big stage again. Headliner, Enthroned. But I have one thing to say, it was blasting. But the songs they played were more from the newer era, Enthroned. They were not really going really back into time. I don't know if that is because they have not super much time. Yeah, there was a lot of time, but more time that they weren't gonna play or something, or that they skipped the past with Sabaton. I don't know what it is, but they have a new album out. Of course, they want to promote the new album. But yeah, I was expecting some old stuff, but that wasn't happening actually. I don't know. Maybe I missed something because I left the gig like 5 minutes for the end or something. Because maybe they played an old song. I don't know, but maybe I missed that. But I went to see the other stage to get more side to the other band that was playing there next. Anyways, yeah, I don't know, but I like the gig. There was diversity, really atmospheric parts, and the really blasting parts that we know of Enthroned. Really great black metal, really dark touch to it. At least really interesting. I'm really glad to have seen this band. They performed well, and the drums, man. The drummer is a fucking machine. Mentor, I don't know. He is tight, he's fast. Man, that guy can play fast, I can tell you that. But anyways, yeah, pretty cool gig, I have to say. I'm really glad to have seen this band. Yeah, but hey, maybe next time I see them, I hope they play some older stuff, like from the first 2 albums. That would be really interesting. But yeah, you never know. The old singer is also is performing right now with the old material. I don't know if there's still a clash or something. I don't know what it is, but yeah, I don't know. But we're, yeah, pretty cool performance. I really enjoyed it. Then over to the last bands in the little stage, and that was the Dutch band Sepiroth. A band I've seen a lot of times already. I'm really familiar with the material, and they all played really well. Well, there was a little bit mistakes here and there, little ones, not big ones, but it was not flawless, but it was really great performance. Although I thought in the beginning public was not really getting into it or something, I don't know what happened. But halfway the set, there was in a certain moment there was a mosh pit. I thought, what the fuck? I almost thought it was not gonna happen anymore. Yeah, really kudos to the guys that started some action there, because that's really better for the band. I think if there is some interaction with the public, that they really like it. But yeah, expect for Sepiroth. Yeah, Sepiroth played pretty good. Like I said, not flawless, but when there was the interaction, I also noticed the band getting more fun into the gig, and they were performing tighter and tighter. So that's a good thing. But yeah, overall, I really enjoyed the gig. Once again, one of the bands of the day, together with Enthroned, I think, and Shamash. Those were the best bands of the day, in my opinion. And then the other bands, I think then for me was the Desdemonia after that one, and then I think Caronte, and then Inquisitor and Terra Down. Yeah, something like that. But yeah, overall I really enjoyed the day. I talked to some people. Really nice to see him again. So yeah, it was really fun going to the gig, and really enjoyed it. I don't know when my next gig will be. We'll see. Money is the thing, of course, and yeah, there's a lot of stuff coming up gig wise. I'm pretty picky if money gets tighter, so we'll see what happens. Anyways, that was my review. Yeah, I'm a bit kind of words. I don't know what to say now, because yeah, maybe just closing this video probably. I hope you enjoyed it. Of course, I have some more live stuff for you guys, so I will put this in the video so you can enjoy what I have seen. Anyways, thank you for watching and tuning in. Hope you enjoyed it, and hope to see you guys very soon again with my next video, and it'll probably be a collection update again, probably. We'll see what happens. Have a great day, guys, and I hope to see you next time.